and welcome back. If you are new, my name is Jen, and today we're going to talk about Loungefly leaks and spoilers. So for full disclosure, if you happen to see my video the other day, I did post some leaks that I had seen. I was super excited to see the new bags, as I'm sure a lot of others would be. I did take that video down, so I guess I didn't realize how much Loungefly frowns upon those types of leaks. My bad. So I definitely wanted to apologize, especially to, I think I have a lot of viewers that are kind of newer to collecting Loungeflies and whatnot, so I definitely want to be one of those that lead by example. So Loungefly did see the video, did reach out to me, asked me to take it down. They were super nice about it. They said, "Hi there, we're excited to see the excitement on your recent post, but unfortunately these images break our retailer guidelines and should not be public at this time. May we kindly ask that you remove them for now. Thank you for understanding." And I said back, "So sorry about that. I've taken down the content and I didn't realize that it was such a bad thing." Yes, I knew that they frowned upon it, but I didn't know how much they frowned upon it. So I did apologize to them and I did take it down, but this seems to be like such a controversial topic. If you have been in the Loungefly community for any amount of time, you've probably heard of J Loves Disney. That is her Instagram name, and I love her. I have all the respect in the world for her. I follow her. So she had actually posted on my YouTube video, she said, "I get it can be exciting to see future bags, but truly you don't realize how bad this affects Loungefly, small shops, and most importantly, the Loungefly community. I hope you do the right thing and take this down." And again, I love her grace. You know, it was a very polite message. So I did reach out to her and just try to get more insight. You know, why are these leaks such a bad thing? And leaks are nothing new, whether it be for Loungefly or any other brand or product. You know, it's really hard to keep things hush-hush, but I knew they do really try hard to do so. And one of the reasons J Loves Disney shared with me, and this makes sense, so there's a lot of scammers out there, and if they can get their hands on images early enough, they have enough time to manufacture their own copy of it and then, you know, completely rip people off. And I didn't realize this. I know pins are faked all the time, but some of the Loungefly bags have been faked, and people get ripped off and they get their bag and the quality is just awful because it's not a real Loungefly bag. So that was a good reason. So then I actually reached out to some of the small shops, like the same small shops, the same websites that we visit on midnight drop night, just to kind of get their view, because all I'm hearing is like, okay, this is bad for the small shops, this is bad for the small shops. And I absolutely have all the respect in the world for these small shops and small businesses, especially in this climate we're in right now, where you see in the news all the time, like these companies, not the small shops, but just other companies all over the place, you know, they're closed certain days of the week because they can't get enough workers. People are now getting more money on unemployment than they would like actually going to work. So it's been hard to find like people willing to work. So these small businesses like making this honest living, and they do such an amazing job making like pre-order night like fun for us and doing giveaways and things like that. So, I mean, if leaks hurt them in any way, I don't want to be a part of that. But I was still trying to figure out, you know, how does this hurt them? So yeah, so I reached out to a couple of them, and some of them, you know, were gracious enough to respond to me and kind of, you know, explain, you know, why it can be such a bad thing for them. And one of them had shared, Disney, or any brand for that matter, can take away the licensing if leaks occur. So Disney, you know, obviously doesn't like leaks. So if that continues to happen, they can pull the licensing and all of a sudden Loungefly can no longer make the Disney bags, which would be devastating for the Loungefly community. So I totally get that. So another one shared, again, if we as small shops are caught leaking the info, we can lose our account with Loungefly. And that makes sense. I'm sure there's like very strict guidelines. And this one here, so this reason like absolutely makes sense to me, and I was kind of wondering if this was the reason. It says it does hurt because when people are excited to see new releases, it helps to build excitement, and more people are excited to see the new releases on the set date and time. When people release early, it reduces excitement and fewer people show up to see the new releases and to shop. So I was kind of thinking that might be like a main concern and main reason. We all know how exciting it is to be on those websites at midnight and to be seeing those bags for the very first time. So this is kind of where the controversy comes in, because we as consumers, kind of the argument is, bags sell out super quick at midnight, so you have to make that super quick emotional decision as to which bags you want. There's not really a lot of time to think it through, and we do end up spending more money sometimes than we intend to. But on the flip side of that coin, that's what they want. And that's not a bad thing. Like, that is a super intelligent and smart marketing strategy. So it works, and I respect that. So when I was trying to think back, like, I've heard of like different leaks and stuff. So this goes way back. This was a big story back in 2007. And if you are a Harry Potter fan, you probably remember this. I'm not a super hardcore Harry Potter fan. I think if I actually watched the movies, I might be, but I need to sit down and watch them sometime. But way back in 2007, sorry, I'm reading out from my iPad here. If I keep looking down, one of the books was leaked, and they had tried so hard to prevent it. So here's actually a picture. It was in an article, and it says a security guard stands among boxes filled with editions of the latest Harry Potter book, Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows, inside a Barnes & Noble distribution center at an undisclosed location in northeastern US, July 16th, 2007. So, I mean, they were going above and beyond to prevent any leaks of this book whatsoever. Well, sure enough, the entire text of the book had been leaked on the internet 4 days before its official release. So someone had taken photographs of every single page of the 784 page book, and then they were posted on several file sharing sites. In the photos, the book is held open on a carpet with one hand. Some of the text is blurry, but most of it, including the ending and the fate of the main character, is clearly legible. Says the identity of the leaker and how he or she obtained a copy of the book wasn't known. I don't know if they ever did figure out what who the original person was, but other people appear to be taking things a step further. So when it said like some of the text was blurry, there was actually people that it says, I have spent the better part of 3 hours now making the pages readable and separating them into chapters. I'm looking for people who are willing to type up pages. And the post included an email address. So the Globe, who was doing this article, sent an inquiry to the person, and the person replied like, I didn't leak it, I'm just a fan. And I think that's kind of the same predicament we as Loungefly fans like find ourselves in. We're like, we didn't leak it, we're just excited fans that want to share it. So, I mean, that's kind of where that gray area comes in. I'm certainly, like I said, the kind of person, like, I want to lead by example. I want to be on that high moral ground. I do hold myself to the highest integrity. So that video might have been, I was pushing it with that gray area. So it comes down to, if someone else leaks it, do you share it or do you not? So let me know down below, which side of the fence are you on? After these last couple days of kind of looking into things and trying to understand the different aspects of it, for two main reasons, I'm going to stand firm on the side of the fence of, I'm going to respect Loungefly's wishes. Main reason being, I like Loungefly. I like their business, their bag, so I definitely want to work with them and not against them. Second reason, like, I absolutely agree and believe and understand now, like, how it can hurt the small shops. And even if that involves me, spending more money on drop night, I certainly don't want to take business away from them. So for those two reasons alone, that's that's where I want to stand with that. So again, I don't want to lead anyone in the wrong direction. I definitely made it seem like leaks were okay the other day when I posted that video, so sorry about that. But I do still certainly support Loungefly. I will absolutely continue buying their bags. Will leaks continue to happen? Probably. I mean, you saw the picture with the security guard for the books. I mean, unless Loungefly maybe like sends a security guard with those catalogs that go out to all the small shops. I mean, there's always going to be somebody that's probably going to get their hands on it. And then it becomes our decision, you know, as fans when we see it, you know, do we continue to spread it? So it's that's the big debate. But this is where I stand. Again, I hope you'll follow my example. But again, let me know down below what your thoughts are as, you know, Loungefly consumers. But thanks so much for joining me for this, and I will see you next time.